Every night, while most of the world sleeps, something massive happens above you. Hundreds of wide-body aircraft silently leave North America and cross the Atlantic in perfect synchronization. Not randomly, not by coincidence, but by design. If you ever searched flights from New York to London, you probably noticed they all depart at nearly the same time. Airlines worth billions of dollars, flying aircraft worth hundreds of millions, all choosing the exact same window, again and again, every single day. This isn't scheduling convenience. This is a global system engineered around physics, human biology, wind patterns, airport laws, and money. A lot of money. In fact, if just one element changes by even 20 minutes, an airline can lose millions overnight. So tonight, we're uncovering one of aviation's biggest hidden secrets. Why the world's long-haul flights happen almost entirely in the dark, and why daytime flying across oceans actually breaks the entire system. If you search flights from New York to London right now, you'll notice something unusual. Almost every departure is clustered between 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. This is not random, and surprisingly, it isn't even purely about passenger preference. The global aviation network runs on overnight long-haul flights because physics, human biology, and economics all intersect in ways most people never realize. There are 5 interconnected forces working together. Remove just one of them, and the entire system stops making sense. By the end of this video, you'll understand why airlines spend millions just to land at 6:05 a.m. instead of 6:30 a.m., why a $300 million aircraft cannot afford to sit still, and why the jet stream decides when you eat dinner at 38,000 feet. Let's begin with the most obvious factor: time zones. The reason eastbound overnight flights exist in the first place. The Earth rotates west to east at over 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. When you fly eastbound, you fly into the sunrise and effectively compress time. A 7-hour flight from New York to London crosses 5 time zones. If you depart JFK at 10 p.m., you land in London around 10 a.m. local time. Only 7 hours passed physically, but the clock shows 12. Flying westbound does the opposite. It stretches the day. Leave London at noon and land in New York around 4 p.m. after 8 hours in the air. Because of this, eastbound overnight flights feel natural to the body. You board tired, sleep during the flight, and wake up in the morning at your destination. Your circadian rhythm remains somewhat intact, even if the sleep quality is worse. Airlines even design cabins with warm lighting and timed meals to improve sleep quality on night flights. But daytime eastbound flights are brutal. You arrive in the evening, wide awake, unable to adjust. That's why they exist in very small numbers. However, time zones alone don't explain why airlines schedule departures within such a tiny window. If comfort were the only factor, some airlines would leave at 5 p.m. and others at 2 a.m., but they don't. Almost every airline, British Airways, American, Delta, United, Virgin Atlantic, JetBlue, departs within the same evening period. The real reason is financial. Hub connection banks. Major international hubs operate synchronized arrival waves in the morning between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. Hundreds of aircraft land and feed passengers into connecting flights across Europe and beyond. Arrive late, and those connections disappear. A flight landing at midnight forces passengers into hotels, costs airlines money, and makes travelers choose competitors. Morning arrival slots are therefore incredibly valuable, sometimes worth tens of millions of dollars, because they guarantee connectivity and revenue. This creates another challenge: aircraft utilization. Airplanes only make money while flying. A wide-body jet costing hundreds of millions burns money while parked. Overnight flights allow the aircraft to complete to revenue. Flights within 24 hours, crossing the ocean at night, and flying another route during the day. Without night operations, profitability collapses. Then comes a force older than aviation itself: the jet stream. High-altitude winds circle the planet west to east at over 100 knots, sometimes exceeding 200 in winter. Eastbound flights ride these tailwinds and save up to an hour of travel time and huge amounts of fuel. Westbound flights face headwinds and take longer. Therefore, airlines schedule eastbound flights at night and westbound during the day, perfectly aligning efficiency with time zones. Yet even this system has limits: airport curfews. Many major airports ban flights overnight. Heathrow, Frankfurt, Zurich, and Sydney restrict night operations. So airlines depart just before curfew and land immediately after it ends. Miss the timing, and the aircraft may not even be allowed to land. Schedules are built with buffers to avoid costly penalties. All of this connects to hub networks. Modern aviation doesn't operate point to point. It operates in synchronized waves. Overnight, long-haul flights arrive in the morning. Passengers connect within hours. An aircraft depart again. Change one timing, and the entire chain breaks. Interestingly, passengers themselves reinforce the system. Business travelers prefer night flights because they arrive in the morning and go straight to meetings. Leisure travelers save a hotel night and gain an extra day of vacation. Premium flatbed seats exist largely because overnight flights dominate long-haul travel. There are operational advantages too. Night skies are less congested, taxi times are shorter, routes are more direct, and fuel burn decreases. Maintenance checks can also be performed during quiet overnight periods without disrupting daytime schedules. Put all of this together: time zones, connection banks, aircraft utilization, jet streams, and curfews, and a perfectly optimized global pattern emerges. Every night, thousands of wide-body aircraft cross oceans in darkness and land in coordinated morning waves. Passengers connect, planes turn around, and the cycle repeats. The skies may look empty after dark, but that is when global aviation is operating at peak efficiency. So next time you board a red-eye flight and dim the window shade, remember, this isn't just a late departure. You're participating in a global choreography. Thousands of aircraft are moving in harmony across continents and oceans, guided by sunrise, jet streams, airport curfews, human sleep cycles, and financial networks connecting the planet together. The timing of your dinner, the moment cabin lights turn off, even the second your wheels touch the runway, none of it is accidental. Because aviation isn't just transportation. It's a perfectly tuned machine where physics, biology, and economics meet at 38,000 feet every single night. And while the ground sleeps, the world quietly connects above the clouds.